Take a look at my pre-K data binder. When you open it on the pocket, you're going to see a table of how I group my students based on their abilities and just a quick schedule for my small group, and then a roster of all my students. Using dividers, I have a section for each student, and then each student will have their own information. The first one is just how I keep track of their name progress. Then we're going to get into some goals sheet. After I test the students, they can come into this sheet and they can color in the number of letters that they know. The first page was for letter names, and then I have a second page for letter sounds. And I also like to include the sheets that I use to actually test them. This one was for their letter names and sounds. So I'll just make note of the ones they got correctly, or I'll make a little note of what they said if they said it wrong. And then we'll also have the one that I used for their math test, their letter numbers, their colors, their shapes, and I'll also include any little notes if I need to. After each student section, I have two more sections, one for phonics and one for math. And these are pretty much the lesson plans that I'll use for small group. And since it's pre-K, it's more of a checklist type of lesson plan. We're always going to begin working with their names. Then it's going to be followed up by a letters activities, working with sounds, and finally a working with books. And then we have the math version of this lesson plan, which is the same thing. It's divided into categories with a different checklist of activities that you can use, and they're working on different math skills. And that's everything that I have in my binder. The last thing to do is add a cute cover, but for now,